beauties, welcome back to my channel. For today I've got a step-by-step bridal tutorial for beginners. So it isn't that hard to do, just follow me and makeup alone. Let's get started. People still want to get married, although there is a pandemic out there. And the way of getting your makeup done can be difficult because not all makeup artists are saying, yes, we're going to do this, or there is a restriction on our profession, so we can't. But what we can do is teach you a little bit via YouTube, and that's my goal today. It's going to be, I hope, a affordable but also a very easy peasy bridal look that everybody can do. So let's start with the face. I'm going to use my Neutrogena Hydro Boost Day Cream. And I'm just taking a little bit on my finger and I smear it on my clean hands. And then I'm working that into the skin. And I'm not rubbing it on the skin. I'm just give my skin that gentle massage. And I'm pushing it from inwards to outwards because we want the hydration going all day. So it's there. I also did my sunblock underneath this because the sun is always shining. It doesn't matter if it's winter or summer. Just always use your sunscreen underneath your makeup, then it's all good. So then, because we don't want to shine too much on our big day, I am going to use the Fix Matte Plus at Cosmetics. It's a prep and prime fixing spray, so you can use it as well for your preparation. And we want our makeup to last, so I'm locking in all the natural oils underneath the spray, so it does the job for the day. I'm going to use the Angel Vale by NYX Cosmetics, and this is a skin perfecting primer, but I'm just using it where I've got larger pores, and I'm just pushing it in. So you can see there is a blurriness now going on around my nose and lightly the cheeks. That is my problem area, the T-zone. I'm going in with the Miracle Second Skin by Maxfactor. This one is nice and dewy. It has a SPF in it from 20. I still use 30 on my face before I put this one on, so. And no, it doesn't count as 50 when you put 20 on top of it. But this is a hybrid foundation, and it hydrates, protects and renews your skin. The hydration is correct. It hydrates your skin throughout the day. So that's what I like about this foundation. And it's a little bit more sheer because there are a lot of brides who never use makeup a day in their life or just stick to their mascara, and you don't want to have a full face makeup, just a little bit, and a little bit goes a long way. So we're just going to correct all the pieces of the face that you think, okay, I can use a little bit of help over there and I want to look great in the pictures, but I don't want to have a mask on my face. So that's what we're going to do right now. Maybe that's a little bit much. So I think it's a half pump. So I'm just going to place it in the midst of my face because for me that's the most important part. And then I'm doing it with a brush and I'm just stamping that on there. Just by stamping it, you get a more coverage on that place. If you're going to swipe and swirl it, you're just going to buff that out and it's going to be more sheer. But I've got a lot of redness going on right now on these pieces. So if you do the middle part of your face like this, so a little bit more coverage, and you fan that out to the sides so you got less makeup over there. There is makeup, but not that much. Okay, just in the center of the face, right here. And if you've been on my channel before, you know I don't like hairlines with foundation. So with this technique, I'm not going up here. So it's just staying around here, the coverage. And then I'm just going to buff that out upwards. You can see the foundation has a little bit of a sheen in it, a dewy sheen. I really like that part of this foundation. If you like to buy it, I'm going to leave a affiliate link down below and you can order it via that link. So, and the last bit that I had on my hand, I'm just going to put that here in the center again, just to enhance the coverage. So you can see now what I've done. It's not that much, just a little bit goes a long way. And keep in mind, blend, blend, blend until you're satisfied. For the concealer, I'm going to use the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo concealer. This one is also hydrating, so we don't have dry under eyes. And I'm just going to place a dot. Nothing more, nothing less, just a dot. And we're going to place a little dot on top and a little dot over here. And it's going to be upwards. So we're going to lift our eyes. And then we're just going to push that down. And then going to fan it, just soft. And this one we're going to drag a little bit upwards. And fan it out a little bit, so. And then we're going to fan this part out as well. If you want and you are a little bit red around the nostrils, just place a little bit, not too much, not too crazy, and buff that out and swirl that in. And I like to place a dot over here. Push that upwards. Just a little bit like this. Just, you know, in makeup, keep in mind a little bit goes a long way. And I mean that. You don't need to put tons on your face just to look good. What you can keep in mind is that if you have a photographer, a professional photographer, and you're going to get pictures for your wedding day, the camera eats a little bit of the colors of the makeup. So you can exaggerate the makeup more. You don't have to, but you can. So the pictures are looking good. But keep in mind, it still has to look good in real life. So you don't look like a clown on your wedding day itself. So keep that in mind. Just practice before the day itself. So a few weeks before, just practice, 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 and that makes perfect. We all know that. It's a rule for everything. right? I got a contour stick. It's not the cheapest one. It's by Anastasia Beverly Hills. This one retails for, I think, 30 euro something. And I know it's not the cheapest one, but I really love this one. I'm just going on top of the stick and I'm loading my brush. And I'm just going to map out where I want that contour. And now I'm going to do it a little bit higher than my own, yeah, cheekbone is. So it's more on the cheekbone than underneath because I like a slender face. Cut my forehead in half because I've got a large forehead and I like to have some shadow on it. So it doesn't seem so big. I don't mind, but if you can help it, you need to do that, right? So a little bit. Also for this product, a little bit goes a long way. So I'm just scraping off bits by bits. And don't forget your jawline. So you got that nice and sharp jaw, but don't put too much, because if you put too much, it turns into a beard. And we don't want that, ladies, a beard on our wedding day in a wedding dress. I'm going in with my foundation brush and I'm just going to lightly swirl that, just to blend that out. And I'm just holding it here so I can put some pressure on it. So it's nice and light. And then I'm dragging it down a little bit in my neck. And we don't want to have too much product in the neck because you are wearing your dress. Your shoulders are probably naked. If not, then you've got your neckline. And we don't want to have a big difference between the face, the jaw and neck. So with the chest. And so keep that in mind. Always watch your skin, ladies. That was it for the foundation and contour. So I'm going to set the under eye. And I'm going to use, in this case, the Charlotte Tilbury setting powder. The Airbrush Flawless Finish setting powder. This is just my favorite. You can buy a transparent setting powder at the drugstore as well. Don't bake, just set. So all the pieces that you want to be matte and set. I'm going to do my brows and I'll be right back. And I'm back with my brows. You don't have to do your brows like me. Just keep them natural, fill them a bit in. So create a shade with a pencil or with a powder and you're done and you're good to go. Or just leave them like they are because I like natural looking brows. But yeah, you saw it. I don't have brows, so I need to do something because brows are the frame of your face, in my opinion. So if I don't have them, I feel a little bit naked. Then we're going to prime. And I can't tell you this enough, but a little bit goes a long way. Otherwise, it's starting to crease. I'm going to stay safe with the eyes and keep it light and natural. And I'm going to use the Ultimate Edit Petite Shadow Palette by NYX Cosmetics. And you can see I used it a lot. I am picking up first that color I used a lot. So that's more the flesh color. And then I'm just going to put that in the crease. This is just a smaller detailing brush for in the crease. And I want to create a little bit of a shade over here. Nothing too much, but that we've got a shadow going on. So you are creating more depth, if you understand what I mean. You can see the difference. It's more like, it's like this, and here's just open. Okay, we can drag that line a little bit higher than where the socket is over here. So we are rescaling my crease because it's a little bit droopy over here. I am going in with the darkest color of the palette because it's brown and I wanted to have something brown. So I tapped it up real good, and then I am going in my crease up here and just swipe it back and forth. And I'm holding my brush at the end, so I can't put any pressure on it, and I just am forced to give it a lightest touch. So you can see where I'm ending up with right now. So, and that's only in my crease, and I'm going a little bit above it with the rest of the pigmentation on the brush, like that. Then I'm going back in with the dark brown, and I'm going to swipe that underneath my lash, lower lash line, and I'm going to drag that up. So we are creating a triangle at this very end of my eye. Then I'm going in with a darker color, and I'm just stamping that on the outer V, just to fill in that triangle that we just created. And you can make this as soft as you like, you can make it as dark as you like. Just build that up until you're satisfied with the color payoff. I'm just dragging it into that inner corner, just what's left, to enhance that, and then I'm just going to lay my brush flat and scratch that edge just to make it softer, so that there is no weird line anymore. So it's not going to be a very dramatic look, it's more like a natural look. We can do a matte eye, we can do it with a more shimmer in it. It's just what you want. So maybe I'm going to do both eyes, one or the other. Okay, so because we wanted to keep it a little bit affordable, I have the Revolution palette. We're going for this color right here. Picked it up with my brush, and I'm starting it in the inner corner like this, so we create a highlight over there. And go up. So I'm not keeping it with this eye for the matte version. I am just going to make this the more glammed eye. I have a setting powder by Tilbury, and this one is colored. It's not translucent, so I'm just going to use that one to set this part of my eye. but I'm just going to use my bigger brush for that to create the matte eye. And we can make it brighter in the inner corner as well with the matte one. So like this. So it is also bright. Not as bright as this one, but it is bright. So now you can see the difference between the matte and the shimmer. If you think, okay, I just lost a little bit of the brown, you can just swipe that over. Like that. So it's a very natural eye look. I'm not going to do anything else. Then I am going to finish the lash. And again, get more underneath my lash so they are longer. So then I'm going in with the Sky High mascara by Maybelline. And I just want them to be black, just to have a coat of mascara. And I am going to use a false lash, but not a full. So there are options. We can do a eyeliner in the waterline. We can leave it like this. It's just up to you what you want. If you got very red waterline, then I recommend you do. So I'm going in with the Natural Lashes by Ardell. And I'm going to cut them in half. So I cut the outer corners of the lash and I placed it on the outer side of my own lash line. Just to give it more lift of there. And not to have too much of a lash, if you understand what I mean. Okay, normally I don't blow on my lashes, but they're my own eyes, so. So I'm going to bronze my face a little bit and I'm going to use the Chocolate by Toofaced. And I am always using a big fluffy brush with it. Just step it up real good. Make circular motions, very light, and hold it at the end. And go upwards. Always upwards, not downwards. A little bit over there. Never hurts. But keep in mind your neckline. With your own skin tone. That it's from here down the same. That's why I didn't do my foundation that heavy on my face, so it fades away to my own skin tone. So the underside of my face, you know, the jawline and my neck and my the rest of my body is more corresponding. If you got a lot of different colors in your skin and it's not corresponding, then it's much prettier if you are going to correspond everything with each other. But you have to be careful with your dress because it's white, so don't drag it down too low before you've got a filthy dress. This is the highlighter by Essence. I don't own a lot of Essence products, but this one I do and I really like it. And I just did the Candlelight Glow and the Major Glow. I mixed them together with tapping motions and I tap that off and I'm just scratching that on my face so it's not in too much of a glow or stripe. And you can see I'm making windshield motions because I don't like a line. And you can do it like this as well. So Then we've got the nose. It's the bridge of the nose, and that's where it ends. You know, I'm not going to the tip of my nose because there's nothing I hate more than being Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer on my pictures. And certainly if it's my wedding picture. So just keep away from the nose, the tip of the nose. You can do your top lip a little bit, just not too much, because also then it can look like you're sweating. The rest was on your brush, a little bit on the chin, and just tap that in. For the lips, I got the L'Oreal in Minds. These are, I think, 12, 13 euros. Okay, one tip before you go do your makeup. Please put a balm on your lips, because I didn't and now I've got ugly lips. So I placed the lip liner. This is the from Natasha Denona, the L2 lip liner pencil. It is a more expensive one, but it is worth the price. But if you are thinking, no, it's too much for me, then just go to your local drugstore. And from the brand Maxfactor, the pencils are really creamy, really good. Yeah, I can recommend those. So I overlined my lip a little bit. And then I'm just going in with the color Explore 116. And this is the darker color, and it leaves a lip stain. So if it's gone, there is a stain left behind on your lip. So you saw that I left a dot open, and I'm just going to use the Empower in 110 by L'Oreal. And I am just going to put that there and then. And on top of that, I'm going with a topper, and that's the Catrice Caviar Goutte. It's a lip gloss. It's a limited edition, so I don't know if it's still available, but you can use any kind of gloss. So I'm not using the traditional blush that I'm always using, like the Natasha Denona. I'm just going in with the Catrice Cosmetics. This one is waterproof, but I don't know. The 40 in Berry. So it's a soft pink blush. And don't underestimate the power of blush, because a lot of them are very highly pigmented and you don't want to look like a clown. And I'm placing it like here because I've got a very round face, a big head, and I want to lift it all. So I'm going up, just like my contour. So that was it for today for the bridal tutorial. I gave you 2 looks, and I hope I showed you something how to do a bridal look very easy. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I hope you will support me by subscribing to my channel and click that notification bell to get notifications about all my uploaded videos in the future. And I hope to see you next time. Bye!